We are live. Welcome, Ansh, Makhija. How are you doing today?
I'm really good and fine today. It's my honor to be with you here.
All right, welcome to DIC African Podcast. DIC simply means Deep Inside Conversation. That is why I said I should bring you here for us to communicate. We have to communicate deep inside conversation. Because all of this topic here will be discussing all of this why which people have been bringing that has been deep inside conversation. So I want to bring people around the world who are doing well like you to come and teach people on my platform. I have to interview them. So welcome to this podcast. Thank you for honoring my invite. But before we start, I would like you to introduce yourself in 1 minute. So you'll be talking today on developing mindset and exploring our creative side. So now you have to introduce yourself in just 1 minute. I know you have a lot of time, but just try to use 1 minute to introduce yourself. Who is
Okay.
Ash Makia?
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Ansh Makhija. For now, I'm just 13 years old, but I am a TED speaker, author, panelist, content creator, keynote speaker, and also environment activist. I love the beauty of the nature. I love it so much that in my TED talk, and I also recently spoke about climate change in G20 because environment is becoming concerning day by day. So that's my initiative. Environment is my main initiative. I want Earth to be livable, breathable after 10 years. And that's my intro. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Without further ado, we have no much time here. We have limited time. So you have to take the stage and start to teach us on how to develop our mindset and explore our creative side. You have the stage. Thank you. I'll be back on stage.
And I would also like to thank Master Collins for having me here. Thank you, Master Collins, for having me here. Okay, I guess he left now. So let us start with mindset. What is mindset? Mindset is basically perspective. Perspective about what we see about the things. There are mainly two types of mindsets. First, the fixed mindset. Fixed mindset is also, you might say, overconfident mindset. When you think that you are the only person who can do this, you have learned all the skills. There's no such skill left that you have to learn. You have achieved it all. This is called fixed mindset. And if, on the other hand, I talk about growth mindset is a mindset of a successful person. A person who is successful is just because about his mindset. Growth mindset person always think that there's something somewhere in every corner of the world left from for him to learn. What we take away from this mindset is basically the blueprint of your future. If you don't have a clarity, if you don't have ideas, plans in your mindset, the future may not be so bright. How to identify that you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? Allow me to tell you. If you are keen to learn more and more day by day, you have a growth mindset. And you're gonna be an amazing person in the future. But if you just want to stay inside your comfort zone, you may be having fixed mindset. But my friend, every door has its key. So if you have fixed mindset, don't worry. I am here to help you. How to get rid of this fixed mindset? Firstly, try getting out of your comfort zone. As soon as you try to get out of your comfort zone, boom, that's when you become a change maker. Getting out of the comfort zone is the most important thing. And maybe it may be uneasy, it may be hard, but it will pay you till lifelong in a good way. Negative impact and create positive impact. Some people have the mindset of creating negative impact. Many people always go for that dark side. Okay, what will happen if I do this? What will happen? What bad will happen, especially if I do this? Always first think of positive side. Yeah, I know. Until we see the dark side, we are not able to see the bright light. But still, start with a positive thinking. Start your day by reading one quote. I also have my book, Daily Good Quotes, on Amazon, which has 365 quotes, which you can read daily to enhance your mindset, and it will help you a lot to enhance, develop your mindset. Now, getting back to my point, negative and positive mindset. So, how to be a positive person? Being a positive person is like being a flower. Every person in this world is a bud. If it is nourished purely, naturally, or with good thoughts, it will bloom out to be a great flower. But if it is nourished with negative thoughts, negative thing, then it may not bloom. How to bloom out your flower of positivity? Let us start with first exercise. For the exercises, start saying yourself positive things when you wake up in the morning till you sleep at night. This might help in your mindset lot. This is the simplest key to have a positive mindset. People who have knowledge but aren't still able to qualify, the reason for that is because they might have a fixed mindset. This world doesn't need logical thinking. I'm not saying that doesn't. It needs logical thinking. But for developing this logical thinking in schools, our creative thinking is just dying and decreasing day by day. Logical thinking is very, very important. But creative thinking, why it is dying? Aren't the schools so good? Schools are also so good. But what is they're not acknowledging a creative person instead of a logical? They should always acknowledge creativity. It's not like this that school doesn't acknowledge, doesn't know. But sometimes some talents are remained hidden. You should explore out yourself. You are your whole body, your whole mind is like a vast map. Whenever you find that, oh, I found this, you found a new thing. Whenever you see, oh, I find this, you'll find a new thing every time. Just you have to be the pirate or the captain of your mind. This is how to have a positive and growth mindset. Having a growth mindset can really bring changes in your life. Let me tell you, a Google job doesn't require a high qualification, but it requires creative thinking. Google always takes people as employee who have creative thinking. Now, let's move on to an other branch of the tree of mindset. The other branch is perspective. How to improve perspective? Now, if I talk about improving the perspective, it's not just by what I mean is seeing positive things, but by perspective I mean how do we see the world as? The world is not at all same for everyone. For everyone, the world is different. And do you know why it is so? It is because a little bit of perspective may differ even in twins. Yes, you heard it correct. Even in twins, a little bit or much more perspective may differ. Good values are foundation of good life. What a famous quote. But did you know what this quote actually meant? This quote actually meant that how much good values you have, the more nourishment you will be in the future and you will get in the future from the people. Now let's move on to growth and happiness. How can our perspective correlate to our growth and happiness? A person who is growing is only because of his happiness and perspective. Finding happiness in what you love is very, very important. I know some people might not happy with their job, but following your passion is the must to do thing. Your passion is the thing that can bring you happiness and also success and also grow your mindset. Doing things is good. Doing passionate things is even better. When you are able to have a clear vision, clear perspective of what you want to do, and boom, that's the secret of happiness. So, what we take away from it? Why aren't we happy? The reason we aren't happy is because our perspective. If something bad happens to us, maybe we fail in an exam, we become sad. It's common for everyone. Everyone will become sad. But how to take away things from that? How to learn from it? It's the sheer power. How to learn things? Allow me to tell you. When you have to learn things for some things, you have to explore the creative and also the thing that will help you develop. For example, you failed to do one question this time, but for the next time, you should not fail. And that's the reason why there are class tests before the actual exam. Because if you have learned something wrong or just something wrong way, it might you can realign it, reframe it in the exam to change it and get more and more marks. How to identify that? What are the pros and cons of perspective? So, if you have a nice perspective, you will see everything so beautiful. Nothing negative will impact you. Positive thing will be act like a shield all around you. No negative bullet can affect you. When you start consuming negativity, it might be the reason that you are trying to fitting in this world. There are so many gaslighters who would act to be your friend and they would say something else, something negative about you behind your back. Avoid those gaslighters in your life. When you avoid those gaslighters in your life, that's the moment when the pure shield of positivity comes around you. That's when you will be able, I guess Master Collins joins, okay? That's when you will be able to be at utmost power of yourself. Now let's talk about how can we be creative instead of just thinking logical every time with something logical. Let's also combine creative thinking. And creative thinking plus logical thinking together makes up the absolute ace of everything. Whenever these two things are joined together, this is when you would be the also at the utmost power. No negative thing can affect you. No nothing can affect you. You would be able to qualify in any exams. You would be able to qualify in anything. You would be able to qualify even in the race of life. You would be able to ace the life, the race of life. How creativity can help. And I'll also give you one example how creativity is helping the world. We all have heard about this trending topic these days, which is popping out as AI. Someone had the brains, someone had that creativity to think, oh, I should develop something like ChatGPT, something like Google. Did they use some sort of logical thinking? Because people may call them fool that no, this can't exist in the future. but they had the blueprint in their mind. And that's when their creativity comes to action, and then we see the future. Not the future exactly, but yeah, the thing we are doing today. And if it has a little bit of creativity, it might be a reality in the future. Creativity, idea, perspective, vision is equals to victory. Thank you, everyone. And I would like to call Master Collins back. I'm done. Welcome, Master Collins.
Thank you, Ash. Am I pronouncing your name well? Ash. Makhija. Hope I'm good with the pronunciation. Ma'am Priyanka is here. Ma'am Priyanka, thank you for joining. She said, absolutely amazing, my little inspiration. Wow. Thank you for joining, ma'am. And I saw Mani Shama. She said, I don't know if it's she or he, said, good going. And Deepak Makija said, going great. Yeah,
I would
yes,
like
my
to
brand.
thank
Wow.
I would like to
You're really
thank
doing.
everyone who has commented. And Priyanka Ma'am is the actual person who gave me this wisdom of this world. She's actually a true inspiration for many. Thanks you, Priyanka Ma'am, for always being there.
Ma'am, we appreciate you. We love you. And you are a big inspiration, even to me, Master Collins. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, now I have a question to ask. My
Yes.
number one question is this. We're talking on developing mindset and exploring our creative side. How can a person who is dumb explore his or her creative side?
A person who is dumb, in my opinion, can be one of the most creative person. As Bill Gates say, that I would rather choose a lazy person to do the hardest work. A person who is dumb can also explore his creative side. It doesn't mean a person who is dumb doesn't have brain. A person who is dumb is like much more away from the world. He might be, and I'm betting you that a person who's dumb is the actual the most creative person. Doesn't mean if he's not getting good marks, doesn't mean that he's dumb. We are not anyone who can call anyone dumb. Everyone have their own specialty. Maybe he might be in good at arts, creativity. This is our perspective. We have to just change our perspective in this world. No one here is born dumb and no one here lives dumb. Everyone have their own unique special ability. And that's my answer. I appreciate your question. This question was really nice. And this should be brought up to the world. Our perspective is thinking someone is dumb, but no one is dumb here. This, I love your question. And this is what should be bring out to the world. Thank you very much for asking this.
Okay, the next question is this. You said everyone have creative side, and even because they have brains, right? But now some people do not still believe. Well, some people, well, many do not believe they have brain, but God know that He has given everybody brain. But many, because if I'm to talk about myself, like when I was not like this, then I used to believe that I don't have brain. But now I believe that I have brain because I've reinvented myself. But now I'm talking about many who are still in the point of life like I was before. That as of then when I was saying I don't have brain. So these people that say they don't have brain, now how do you think people can ever change that mindset of saying, okay, now I have brain, I can use it for something creative? How do you think people can explore their creative side?
Everyone has brain when they're born. No one has explored themselves completely till date, till the end of the life, from the starting to end of the life. No one has explored their entire brain because it is not possible. People who think they don't have brain just they don't know their power. They are just self-doubting. They might have something creative. Maybe they're good in talking. This is also a great ability. Maybe they can do some tricks with hand. This is also creativity. But because other people don't consider it as a creative task, they think that we don't have brain, we don't have any use. The environment, I told you, gaslighting thing. The environment might be sometimes toxic to you, might be negative to you, but it's that positive shield that should keep all around yourself to protect that from the bullets of negativity.
Wow, that's a powerful answer. I love that. You're a genius.
I also
I just
that
believe
was
people I bring here to my programs are geniuses. I don't bring dumb people. People I bring on my program are geniuses. So you're one of those geniuses. Yeah, thank you. Now the next question is this: how can one develop their mind to be productive?
sorry. Can you please repeat your question? It was not audible to me.
Okay, I said, can you hear me now? Is my voice audible now?
Yes.
Okay, how can one develop their mindset or their mind for productivity?
How one can develop their mind, mindset, and productivity. To develop this, I suggested you like my book, reading one page daily, 365 quotes it has. That can also develop productivity. Actually, it has the quotes on different aspects of life, self growth, health, many other things. So we can start reading by any. I'm not suggesting that read only mines, only my would happen. Only if you read my book, it will only happen to bring in the creative change or you will become more productive. Start reading from today. Start reading any mindset book from today. You know that today is the best day. Tomorrow might be worse to start. Always stay in your mind. Always this should be in your mind that today is the best day. Today is the best day. Tomorrow might be worse. Today is the best day to start. Maybe tomorrow not be worse, but we should start from today. This is how we have to trick our brain. Not everything brain controls. Sometimes we have to take our control on our health and control our brain. Trick it in such a way that it starts today only, not tomorrow.
Wow, thank you for that answer. Now you said start reading today. You know that many don't even have time for reading. They procrastinate. They say, reading is not for me. I cannot read. I don't have time to read. If I carry a book to read, I will sleep. So now, because of that people, now I want to ask this question: how
Allow
can
me
one
to give you.
cultivate the habit of
Can I
reading?
add? Can I add one more thing? For those all procrastinators, I'm not calling you basic procrastinator. Yeah, you might be, but can you just imagine the power if you read one paragraph daily? 365 paragraph. Just imagine the number. Not over 100, not over 200, directly over 300. Just imagine the number. What if you read one page daily? 365 pages of developing mindset. Imagine what we would be in just 1 year. 2020 was a bad time, but it was also a great time to start reading books. And this is what I would like to add on.
All right, thank you for that. So let's go to the next question because many still see that as nothing. They will still give excuses why they will never read. So now, how can one cultivate the habit of reading? What are your plans for people who want to get started? So how do they cultivate this habit so that we're reading every day?
Okay, how to develop this reading habit, how to read, try to read every day. Just reading only takes, might be if you read only one page, it might take half an hour to some people. Sometimes for some people it may take only 10 minutes. Or also for some people who are like slow readers, may take 1 hour. But can you just imagine that at what place would you be if you are starting from day one? Wait a second. Yeah. If you are starting from day one, if you're reading one page daily, can you just imagine what would be your level? From this level to this level, by just spending 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or 1 hour a day. Everyone gets a 1 hour to watch Netflix and chill. Everybody has 1 hour to watch YouTube. Everybody has 1 hour to scroll on these shorts. Everybody has 1 hour to do everything. Like nothing. Productive, but only Netflix and chilling, only watching YouTube, only doing. But why not take 1 hour for yourself? Aren't you important? This might help you in the long term. Aren't this all things important? Is Netflix and chilling, or maybe watching any web series on any app will help you? Will someone ask in future, what was that dialogue of that movie? No one is gonna ask you. Everyone in this world will look out for your knowledge. No one will ask what was that dialogue, what was that web series, have you watched? See, these are the people who are productive, but some people don't want you to be productive. You should use your own brain or your own self to just focus on your self growth instead of chilling around. Yeah, chilling is important, but in some cases, I don't think the chilling is important. When your self growth is completely stopped that down and you are chilling, what kind of chilling is it? It will give you a pain in the future.
Wow, I love that. Okay, fantastic. Now we have reading. Everybody have been talking about reading. Reading. What other thing can we add to reading that will develop our mindset? What other thing can we add to reading that will develop our mindset? Some people talk about painting for creativity. Some people talk about painting, drawing, and that. But what other things can be added for developing our mindset and
What
exploring
can
our
we
creative
add to
side?
reading? Okay, besides reading, you can also start writing things. Writing down is a great ability to being able to enhance your productivity. Write things. If you have by chance read one quote, then try framing another quote. Imagine you are able to write a book in just 1 year, even though you have zero experience of these things. Besides reading, you can also watch motivation videos. Besides reading, you can also watch a TED Talk. Besides reading, you can learn something using technology. We all are humans. We know that we might skip some tasks, some important tasks, but start chilling instead of doing those tasks, important tasks. We all are human. It's a common behavior. And I wouldn't say I haven't done this at all. See, I have also done when I was small, I didn't have this knowledge. But now I have improved. Everyone can improve at any age. And if you talk about what can you add to reading, writing. Writing is the best thing in this world.
What of people that say, I can't write, I'm not good at writing, I'm not a very good writer? People that just make excuses like, my writing is bad, my grammatical error, all of those things. What do you have to tell them so that they're able to improve their writing skill?
You can, because see, these people can also go to many other people for just taking suggestions. What can we do? If someone is good at writing, you can ask them. According to me, in my opinion, a skill is a kill in future if you don't teach to anyone. A skill, let me repeat myself. A skill is the kill in the future if you don't teach anyone that thing. So you can just start writing anything. It should not be that it should be at high level directly. Everything, you know that stairs of success? We all have heard these stairs of success. So there is also stair for everything. To master a thing or to be at average level, you have to once be a beginner. Everyone in this world should be keen to learn. When you start becoming a teacher is also a learner. When you give up that learner attitude, that's the moment you lose the race of your life. You should never give up. Start write anything. No one is giving you suggestions. Just keep it to yourself, just like maintaining a personal diary. This can also help a lot of people. That was my answer. Thanks for
All
asking
right.
this. I know many people would consider this that we are not good at writing. Many people may have doubt that how can we improve, and this is the answer for all of those questions.
All right. What kind of books do you recommend for people to start reading? People who don't like reading academic books for their personal growth.
Okay, the books about for my reference. It's according to your age. A kid can also read a mindset book, but he should have that much vocabulary to understand that. If your kid does not like reading this mindset book, give him a storybook. He will read for some days, enrich his vocabulary, and then give him a book like mindset book or some creative thinking book or some self growth book. If I had to answer in one word, it would be a self growth book.
Okay.
Actually, you are not audible. Sorry, you are not audible. Till Master Collins is joining, you guys can ask me questions in the chat. I will surely answer that, and I would love to. I'm just taking out that chat. In the comment section, you can ask me the questions. Yeah. If anyone has any question, you can ask me in the chat. I'm looking at all the comments. Okay,
Okay,
Master
I'm back.
Collins is back.
All right. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can see and hear you.
All right. I want you to tell us your story, your personal life story, how you were able to develop your mindset and explore your creative side, how you were able to find yourself, find your voice, become authentic and unique.
Okay, how was I able to find myself, find my own self? See, I started writing a book previous year. It was on quotes. I started reading many quotes book. I started reading many quotes. I didn't think that there's a one very negative thinking in this world. That if we don't perform right, people won't like it. People might not like it thousand times, but you have to try. No one is throwing eggs and tomatoes at you. I always tell my friend, don't be scared of speaking on the stage. No one has eggs and tomatoes to throw. It's just in movies and all things. Just overcome your fear. I started getting out of my comfort zone because I knew that I have to do something for the environment. I have to do something for my life being protected after even 10, 20 years. Because it is a prediction that year 2050 might not look as good as we are thinking. I have to bring out change for the environment. I'll tell you another personal story. I have my friend. I would not like to say his name because he might feel a bit uncomfortable. He has this disease called asthma. He only told it to me. Asthma is like a lung problem which is caused due to this carbon dioxide and all. I used to get very sad seeing him that he cannot run properly. He runs, but after 1 minute sprint, he gets really tired. His oxygen level is like, this is what was his condition. Then I figured out what change I can do. How can I help him? I was helpless. I saw that I can't do anything. For some time I felt sad, bro, you cannot do anything. What kind of friend are you? Then I found about this thing called keynote speaking. Then I thought, yes, this is the time. This is the moment when I have to stand up and speak for the environment because you don't know how much carbon dioxide we are inhaling daily, how much diseases it is causing to the people all worldwide. Things like cancer, lung cancer, these all things. And like someone has to stand for it. Someone has to create awareness. See, we can plant a tree, but we cannot plant a forest. Planting a forest takes a lot of time. But I thought, what if out of 8 billion, only 800 million people plant trees? What would happen? The world would be more beautiful. I've seen a report when I was born in back in 2010. The world was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, it was so greenish. But now in 2023, after 13 years, we see only these cars and these all things. And we are not able to afford the real plants. Can't we see that we are putting artificial plants? Why? Why don't you maintain real plants? And that's the one when this idea hit in my mind that why shouldn't I create awareness around environment? And this is how public speaking journey, keynote speaking journey began. Then I started writing to change people's mindset. And after these writings, after changing people's mindset, I went one step ahead through the TED Talk in which I talked about sustainable development. After that, I went to G20. You might have heard this term called G20 Global 20. There are 20 countries which make up 80% of the world's economy. So I also went there and I also gave a speech on climate change. It was effective. People were left stunned. They were so shocked that what are we doing to our environment? This is directly or indirectly will cause harm to our life. Maybe in the future, or also maybe now. We are throwing all these waste polymers out here, there. But why aren't we reusing? We all have studied in the school. Reuse, recycle, these three R's: reuse, recycle, reduce. But why aren't we implementing in this world? Why it is only just left, okay, I have learned this, now it's exam, done, over. No. That's the reason our school has a special subject for moral science, which helps to, which helps the student to enrich the values, which plants the seed of values in the kids. And this was my answer. And that's when I explored my creative side. I saw that I can be so much more creative with it. I have so much unexplored. And that's when, while doing keynote speaking, creating awareness, this improved my productivity, everything automatically, slowly. Nothing happens overnight in this world. Everything takes time. And thanks for that deep question.
All right, thank you so much. I want to ask you, what are your daily routines? What are your
Sorry.
daily routines? What are your daily routines or habits?
My daily routines and habits is like a normal kid only. Like I'll wake up, but one thing that might be different, like these days, many students are just on PC games. But I like to give time to myself by either playing alone. In this world, it is very important, especially for a teenager, to give time to himself after that all the hustle all the day. We need to give time to ourselves, and that might be a different thing in my routine, but everything is same. On birthdays, instead of going and cutting that flashy cakes, I would prefer to plant a tree. I would not sometimes post the picture on my Insta or Facebook for that, because some reason something I don't like to show off things. I want to do at personal level. And that's the thing I encourage in this world: to plant a tree, plant a seed burst bomb around you. Just imagine how, after 1 year, how big it might be. By doing this, you're not only helping yourself in the future, but just imagine how many diseases are you preventing by just planting one tree, by just changing a little bit of routine in yourself.
Now, you always talk about planting trees, planting trees. I said I should ask, what of people that do not have farm or land where they should plant trees? So what do they do when I don't? For example, let me use myself. I don't have land. I'm not a farmer. So how do I know about trees and go planting trees? Or is it just for farmers? I want to know.
Actually, can you please repeat your question? It's not audible. I guess my speaker just got glitch in between.
Okay. Am I audible now? Am I audible
Yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah. Yes.
Okay, you said it should be like you plant trees because of the importance of trees. What of people that are not farmers? Do they necessarily need to plant trees? You that even plant trees, are you a farmer? I don't even know because I don't know how to plant trees.
See, we don't know how to plant trees, but as I told previously, when we are helpless, we can always take help from a person who's superior than us, who has the expertise in like planting trees. For example, a gardener. We can ask him, we can pay a bit. If we are doing so much parties, then why can't we give that person what he will take? Moreover, 500 rupees, okay? 500 rupees to plant a tree. If we are spending thousands of rupees, then why can't we just give a 500 rupees and save us, our family, and the whole world just from these diseases? Of this topic, Vasudev Kutumbakam, one earth, one family. Then why aren't we saving this family? Why are we just worrying about our family? Our family is also a part of this world, and that's why I love the G20. Vasudev Kutumbakam, the world is one family. So to protect this family, we have to do something. And for some people who don't know what is Vasudev Kutumbakam, it's a Sanskrit word. Sanskrit is a language which is originated in India. Some languages, for example, French is also made from the Sanskrit language only.
Wow, thank you so much for today. You have done so well here. Thank you for shining your light to others. Now you become a beacon of hope. You are now a voice to the voiceless. Thank you for coming. We've come to an end of this session. You've literally answered all my questions. And I love your session because it was really brief. When I ask a question, you just go straight to the point and hit the hammer on the nail. You answer my question straight forward. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here. It's a great honor for me being here with you, sharing our thoughts with the world. And I also thank every person who came here to listen to us. And special thanks to Master Collins, and special thanks to Priyanka ma'am for all these things. Thanks, Master Collins, for having me here. It was a great honor. And one thing I admire about you is that you're always prepared. You always know your next move. That's the one thing that I also should learn from you. Everyone should learn this from you. Thanks, Master Colin. I really
Thank
appreciate it.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Master
God bless
Colin.
you. God bless
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now. I will see you
All
inside
right.
later. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Thank you. I love you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching this video. God bless you guys watching. I want you to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I have another guest by 3 p.m. West African time. So stay tuned. Subscribe, share, like, and comment what you think about this video if it has been helpful to you. Thank you. God bless you. And I want to appreciate Ma'am Priyanka for this opportunity to have all of these powerful guests on my show. God bless her. Bye.